Well, hello man, we're here for a personality test. I've been thinking to myself for such a long time, what type of personality am I? And today, this test, we're gonna find out. You regularly make new friends. No, I'm trying to keep to myself, you know. Very lone wolf over here. Most people who make it successful sit to themselves and cry at least 4 hours a day. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Yeah, I do like a challenge, unless it's like something to do with why the algorithms against me. But no, I genuinely like to think about my problems and then figure them out. It just makes things so much easier. You usually feel persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you rather than factual arguments. Emotions? Like, which is better? Your emotions or the fucking facts? All I'm saying is, if a situation happens and you're there bitching, crying, and basing it off that, no one's taking you seriously. We're going for the cold, hard facts. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. No. I do not think I have the right mind to say my stuff is clean. Not at the moment. Anyways, I'll get back to it. So I'm going to just go heavily disagree here. Find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Networking and promoting myself, no. That's kind of what I do hope. I find that fine, just meeting new people. I wouldn't be a very social person, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be bouncing around person to person introducing myself, but I'm gonna go like slightly agree, you know. I do need to network, need to get better at networking, but you know, the idea of it isn't daunting. You prioritize and plan tasks differently, often completing them before the deadline. You either get it when you get it, or you're not getting it at all, because I ain't doing it in between a deadline. Just look at my upload schedule. It's just... yeah. People's stories and emotions speak louder than numbers or data. Your stories mean nothing to me. I don't care that your cat lost its foot while fighting a gorilla. It just doesn't matter to me. You know, show me some cold hard facts. I'm interested. You got me listening. 95% of you aren't subscribed. See, that's a statistic, and that's something you need to do. So, absolutely disagree. You like to use organizing skills like schedules or lists. This is definitely true. Anytime I am organizing, it's always a list. Like, this isn't just an example. Like a list of games I'm thinking on recording. Lists are very good. Top 10. Love lists. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities. No, fuck that. You know, you gotta make mistakes. Mistakes happen. You cause little doozies. You learn from them. You get better. It's just called improving. You feel comfortable walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Funny story. Me and Bosch, you've probably seen him if you're coming from the main channel. We came across this man who was chromed out. Like he looked like an absolute badass, like a black leather jacket, just chrome like rings and jewelry and attachments to his jacket. Across from him was a bike that was black and was chromed out. When we walked up to him, was like, man, your bike is cool, your style is everything. He turned around and he told us it wasn't his bike, but he did appreciate it. Tell me now, how the fuck it wasn't his bike? If he stood beside it, I couldn't tell which was which. He fitted that bike like a glove fits in my fucking hand and told me it wasn't his. If someone's interesting, I'm gonna go up to them and chat to them. You are not interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Disagree. If you have something creative and it's interesting, I'm sitting there and I'm chatting away. I'm just gonna like chat away to you. If what you have to show is very interesting and I can see your mind thinking as you're talking and you have enthusiasm, I'll match that energy. I will talk away about anything you find creative. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Absolutely agree. I stay there until 3 o'clock some nights. Not recommended, but I don't follow one, so it's like, nah. You rarely worry whether you make a good impression on the people you meet. Yeah, that's fair. Unless it's like someone who I want to make a good impression on. The general person, I don't really care. You know, like me, don't like me, I'm me. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yeah, you know, I'm agree with that. If I'm struggling with something and then I find out there's a new way to do it and I use it and it works, it's such a relief. It's so satisfying. You seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Absolutely. Why do you think I'm doing this on this new channel? Which, again, as I said, you should subscribe. I'm here to see what the new content would be like, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Again, that's just a situational thing. My granny's in the hospital at the moment, and I am just worried absolutely that things are gonna go fucking awful, because she's been there since the start of July, and she's coming in and out, going into hypos, losing a lot of weight, and I just think it's just gonna go. But for other things, not really. Bad things that just don't seem hopeful, yeah, but again, that's situational basis. So, I'm gonna go neutral here. It can and it can't. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones? No. Like doing stuff with friends. Look, I can really enjoy doing something by myself, but doing something with friends just takes that level above. You can't imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Yeah, I don't want to write fanfics now. I don't see myself writing smut on Wattpad now, you know, writing fictional stories isn't for me. Creating entertainment, maybe. Writing stories, not so much. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. I don't really know what to think on that one. It really just depends. Efficiency in a situation where there's also emotions doesn't really make sense. Unless we're talking about the cheap labor I am making people do for my benefit. Then it's efficiency, 100%. But I don't really understand it. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Yeah, I get that off my mum. She will go out of her way. She will take 2 hours to prove she's right. She is like very persistent. Now I'm not that bad. If I don't get it right in that there, I move on from the conversation. But my mom, she will bring it up hours later, and I'm like, what the fuck are you still on about this for? So I'm gonna go, yeah. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Yeah, 50-50. If I have a group of people already with me, yeah, I'm just kind of sticking to them like a fucking lost dog. But if I'm by myself, I will go up and try to chat to someone, you know, instantly just try to spark a conversation off the bat if I'm just there at a thing by myself. Debating ethical dilemmas. Ethical dilemmas. Like, does the mayonnaise go in the fridge or the cupboard? That one's a real one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. You prefer to be around others rather than on your own? Slightly. I do enjoy spending time with those who I like to hang around with more than just sitting there by myself. Hanging around with them every so often, yeah, but me time is also very cool. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Absolutely. You're not gonna find me doing something on schedule. When it comes to me editing a video, it goes one day powerhousing through, and then another day an hour of editing, chonky gaming, 10 minutes of editing or staring at the timeline, another 4 hours of gaming, and then bed. And then another day there's no games at all, and it's like a 12-hour editing session, so it's like very wobbly. Drawn to various forms of creative expression such as writing. Writing is a bad one. I don't really fucking care about writing, but I do like to draw on stuff. Like, I would consider making videos a creative expression, and I like creating the thumbnails, I like drawing, I like editing the videos, just like stuff like that there, you know. It's very simple, but I do like enjoying them, you know. I spend most of my time doing creative stuff. My brain I have to be creating, either to entertain or just to look at, something that could be nice. Usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Yeah, I don't really care. Keep your emotions to yourself, wimp. We are pure facts based on the Unlawful Moose channel. Keep your opinions to yourself. You rarely feel insecure. I mean, with these smoldering looks. Oof. How could this feel insecure? You know, I'm a wee bit tubby. Got a wee bit of, you know, chest and gut on me, but that's about it. I avoid making phone calls. Yeah, who the fuck calls on the phone nowadays? It's just not something that happens. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yes. Give me something to think about, and I'm just diving deep, like fucking straight into the unknown. Head first into something that I don't understand, and I'm still doing it. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Oh, just fucking let go of it, pal. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. No, I like talking about it, though mine's is purely based in fiction when I do it. Me and my friend Crossan, whenever we were walking home from school, we would talk about what we would do if a zombie apocalypse happened while we're still in our hometown. So it's like, okay, we go to this shop, we get these supplies, we know where a good big truck is, we could store supplies in that, you know, shits and giggles, really, just like, anyway, the world's fucked in the future no matter what way no matter what way you look about it. You are doomed. Don't have kids. Their generation's also doomed. Giving birth in a world about to end is what you would be doing. Your emotions control you more than you control them. In the past, yeah, but in the past I was a child, so no, not now. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy rather than organized, consistent efforts. 100%. Every time. When someone thinks of you, you wonder how long it'll take them to feel disappointed in you. What the fuck? Imagine you're sitting there just like someone's like, yeah, you're doing really good. They're gonna hate me sooner or later. My life is doomed. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Does the woodchuck wood? The woodchuck chuck the woodchuck chuck woodchuck chuck woodchucking Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger. Got distracted. You often feel overwhelmed. The panic thing builds inside of me and I have no escape for it. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Nope, it's do whatever step comes to my head first. When I'm making a video, sometimes I could cut it and then edit backwards from the outro inwards. And sometimes I could cut the video, make the thumbnail, go back to editing, and it could be either video design first or sound design first. It's never on path. I don't think there even is a path. Just do it how it works for you. You are more likely to reply, English, Aaron, do you speak it? You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you? That's up to you guys. You better make things work out for me here on this channel. What the fuck does my gender gotta do with this? I'm mostly confident things will work out for me. Alright, let's see. What are we getting here? Logician. INTPA. Logicians are innovative inventors with unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Feed me info. I'm dying here. 53% introverted. Yeah, no, that makes sense. 66% intuitive. Intuitive individuals are imaginative, open-minded, curious. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. 67% thinking. That needs to be up. I am not sitting there in my feels going like, I feel like. No, you're getting pure facts and knowledge. Straight information from my head and that's it. 75% prospecting are good at improvising and adapting to opportunities. They tend to be flexible, nonconformist, and value novelty over stability. Yeah, just basically it just goes whatever way it goes. Let that road develop as I'm walking on it instead of following down a set path. It's easier to just go by whatever way I want to go instead of sticking to something. I don't know, it's just the way I roll. 74% assertive. Assertive individuals are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self-confident about striving to achieve goals. Why would I worry about that? You know, if one thing doesn't work, move on to the next. Keep your train rolling. No need to be worrying about stuff and keeping stress on the forefront of your head. I mean, you're gonna get stressed out about some things, but just keep it casual. Look at me. This is me right here. You know I'll know what I look like. How my head works. You've just got me down now. I've got nothing to myself anymore. I've just showed you the inside of my head. That's an Einstein quote. People are saying I'm Einstein. Close enough. Einstein moose. Same person, really. What is my strengths and weaknesses? Analytical. Original. You see that? Oh, you can't make this shit up. It says it right here. I'm original. No one's ever done this before. Curious and honest. You know when you're coming to the Unlawful Moose channel, you're getting nothing but honesty and cold hard fucking facts. What's my weaknesses? Disconnected. I can get lost in my own train of thought. True. Insensitive. Oops. Dissatisfied. Overthinkers and impatient. Wouldn't consider myself impatient. If I'm doing something and someone else is doing something else and I want to talk to them about what I'm doing, you just kind of wait on them. Just find where the conversation flow's going and work it out that way. I now have closure. I now know who I am and I feel better for it. thanks for watching. This is the first video on the Moose Man channel, so there's nothing else for you watching this one. So if you want to watch something else of me, check out my main channel. I'll link it below. And I'll see you guys later. Ta-ta.